The life and tragic death of Daniel Zamudio. Daniel Zamudio was born in Chile on August 3, 1987, the second child in a family of 4. Daniel was just like any other young man, full of dreams and aspirations. At 17, he came out as gay, embracing his true self despite the challenges he knew would come with it. He was a regular guy who loved parties, idolized Britney Spears, and dreamed of one day becoming a father. He lived with his mom and grandma, working at a clothing store to save money and continue his studies, hoping to pursue modeling someday. March 2, 2012, started like any other day for Daniel. He went to work, clocked out at 7 p.m., and spent a few hours at a local internet cafe. His last known whereabouts were at 10 p.m. What followed would forever change Chile's history. In the early hours of March 3rd, a security guard discovered Daniel in San Borja Park. He was unrecognizable, beaten so brutally that it was impossible to identify him. Rushed to the hospital, Daniel's injuries told a horrifying story. His wounds were beyond comprehension, severe traumatic brain injuries, open fractures in his leg, cigarette burns on his body, swastika-shaped cuts carved into his chest and back. He was placed in a medically induced coma, fighting for his life. The culprits? 4 men. Alejandro Axel Angulo Tapia, 26. Patricio Iven Ahumada Garay, 25. Raúl Alfonso López Fuentes, 25. Fabián Alexis Mora Mora, 19. Their actions were as horrifying as their lack of remorse. Witness statements revealed how the attack unfolded. They taunted Daniel for his sexuality, shattered a bottle over his head, and used its sharp neck to carve into his skin. They crushed his legs with heavy stones, laughing as they described the sound of his bones breaking, likening it to chicken bones. After their brutal assault, they left him for dead. But Daniel's fight came to a tragic end on March 27, 2012. Shockingly, even after his death, his attackers felt no shame. One boasted about breaking a faggot's legs, while another minimized his role in the crime, claiming he just punched him. Only Mora completed his sentence, serving 7 years. The others, despite their heinous acts, received relatively lenient sentences. Patricio Ahumada, the most violent of the group, was given a life sentence. Daniel's death sparked nationwide outrage. It was a wake-up call for Chile, exposing the deep-seated homophobia that existed within its society. His name lives on through the Zamudio law, which strengthens protections against discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity. Daniel's story is a heartbreaking reminder of the work that still needs to be done to ensure that no one is targeted for who they are. He was more than a victim. He was a son, a dreamer, and a symbol of the fight against hate. Let us honor his memory by standing against discrimination and striving for a world where love, acceptance, and equality prevail.